Kickoff moments away here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks.
Please welcome your 2025 Seattle Seahawks.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're underway from Seattle. Josh Blackwell to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Williams from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? A former #3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. But he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold.
That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they tackle him after he makes the play, but we saw a flag come out right as he made the catch. Which side is this interference going to go on? A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. From the gun, Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
1st and 10, Darnold. He has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Darnold. He's holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Bears offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Throw right side, hauled in by Komet. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Okay, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
1st down, Williams to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Devin Witherspoon on the coverage.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Williams with the sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. Williams throwing on fourth. That's brought in by Burden. And he goes out a little short of the 40. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, there comes a time and experience. The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get, it's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. That screen was sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 47 on the play. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Swift has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Set to return it. Here's Cody White. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Running with Walker again. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's good.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
First down, and they go right back to it. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a design run. That draw is snuffed out. Didn't really have a chance, and they're going to back him up for 3rd down.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. To throw, here's Darnold. Hits his running back. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Michael Dixon on the punt. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Going play action. Williams. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Excellent. He's hauled down there for the sack on the final play of quarter number 1. And that is the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They have second down behind the sticks. He completes it in traffic. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. On the return for the Bears, Devin Duvernay. Jukes away from one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Swift to start the drive. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Going to the ground again on first. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Bears, first down. A gain of 11 on the
Well, that play right there, that one is wide linemen. They run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
Clock quick right side. He takes this forward a little into about the 39. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
17 yards. That's another Bears first down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
First down, here's Swift. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
14 more yards. And the Bears first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he drives this forward to the 6.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal on the Seahawks 6-yard line.
Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. Williams from the gun. Eyes top, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Kate, absolutely 2 things couldn't happen there. A turnover and losing yardage to set up an even tougher now 3rd and goal. Now the options, well, they're a little bit more limited, and I'll tell you this. You better protect that ball and yardage at all costs.
Now from back at the 7. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears double their lead to 14.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? Mm-hmm. As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now Darnold off the play action. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the gun, Darnold dumps it off to his running back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Going all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Scary sight deep. It's Devin Duvernay waiting for it. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big gain downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears stretch their lead to 21.
Seahawks, nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's White on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Drive begins with a walker run. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here, 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity in any success for an offense.
Punt team out there now. Michael Dixon on to kick it away. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Bears and DJ Moore back in possession here. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Working from the gun, Williams. Odunze's got it right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's another Bears first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Seahawks' 37-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Going deep here for the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This a 54-yarder. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. They still have access to a pair of timeouts, a little time left as well, so points very much in play here. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Darnold. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Darnold. From left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Darnold now to throw. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
All set now, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
On the throwaway. Brings up the 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, they're going to go ahead and bring him out to try and get 3 here before the half. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Myers' kick is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a fourth quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call and give right up the middle. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's White on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the third quarter. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
To number 11, Jackson Smith and Jigba. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give up the gut to Walker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's good for a couple of yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Walker on 1st down. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Throwing now off the play action. Goes down. The Bears got him. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
It's a double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Begins his return at the 16. And the coverage team is there as he fields it. So almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard. But like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down and run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Going on again with Swift. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. They'll air it out on 3rd. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks offense running out now. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate, right? When you make a stop like that on 1st down, now it's your discretion of just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying with Walker. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And 1st down only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now here he goes on the boot. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing is Darnold on third down. He's going for it himself. And that's a gain of 5, enough to put him in a spot where they might actually consider going for this now.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Trying for it, it's Walker. And this one's overwhelmed. They drive him backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. He motioned the tight end over. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He takes it himself. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
It's a gain of 18.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They run the counter with Swift. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Williams to throw. Set up the screen here to Swift. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, it's one thing to get a player out into space. It's another when the defense sees it coming. No chance there for the running back as the defense defeats the blocks before that screen could ever get started.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. To the air on 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
He has it at the 13. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Stays upright. He's going to keep it this time. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
He was brought down.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Motion, motion, motion.
That's caught. Here's that Charbonnet. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Wait for this.
Wait, you're kidding me.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. QB sneak coming. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Seahawks, first down.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Hey, motion, motion, you see it, motion, motion.
Oh, no, Jay. Keep him moving.
Here's Darnold to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And again, it's Darnold. That throw behind his intended target. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
3rd and long for him here. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. On play action. Williams. Hits his running back. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Here's Swift on second down. And he'll find ahead for a few. It's third down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
You've set it downs for him from the 31. First down throw by Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be first down Chicago.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
From the red zone on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass too, and that D-tackle just got it done.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Working from the gun, Williams. Check down into the hands of Swift. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Throw here, third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. They'll run it with Swift. And forget the marker, Brock. He's not even making it back to the line. They're turning this over on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. That's Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 17-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Walker now from the gun. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
They'll air it out on third. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
First down, here's Swift. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Running with Swift out of the gun. And they bring him down around the 34. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Bears about set to celebrate this win. Going to the ground again on first. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
He was brought down by Kobe Bryant. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 on the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They run with Swift. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
That is an old-school battle you simply love to see. An offense that close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed its way. It's a battle of wills. It's the offense that gets it done this time.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
He was taken down.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. So the Bears take this one on the road. And even getting skunked in that second half, Brock, the damage done in the first, enough to claim victory at the end. And, of course, we'd be remiss if we didn't recognize that stellar defensive effort in the second half that made this win possible. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Seattle.